Yeah, it's hard to see it, guys, but it's actually sleeting out here. You can hear it more than you can see it. It's kind of ping-ponging off the car out here this morning. And already they've got a pretty good slushy coating on the ground. It's a sleet-snow mixture here. I took a few measurements, and I'm coming in with about 2 to 3 inches already. So covering the grassy surfaces, covering the roads, covering the cars this morning. The good news is it looks like everything is shut down here. Of course, school is shut down here. Everybody's sleeping in, hopefully enjoying a snow day. If we check out the current conditions, it is cold enough for some wintry precipitation. We're currently coming in with a temperature of only 28 degrees here in Medfield this morning. Wind's not really much of an issue yet. Those winds are still light, ranging between pretty much nothing up to 5 miles per hour right now. But I just checked in on some of the snowfall totals so far from the National Weather Service. BWI already reporting over an inch of snow, 1.6 inches there. In Baltimore County, Long Green, only a half an inch. Pimlico, 4/10 of an inch. I have a feeling these numbers are a little low. They probably need to be updated, and we will keep you updated on those all morning long. But right now, Jonathan Myers is in studio, and he's got more on the timing of what we can expect for the rest of the morning. Jonathan?
Yeah, and the nor'easter continues to spiral about, and
Right, yeah, it is definitely sleeting here still right now. There was a plow driver that just drove by, and he asked me if the storm changed. I told him no, still going to be issues this morning. He's still going to be needed, but it's more of a sleet-snow mix than just plain snow. So you can kind of hear it bouncing off the cars here this morning. Temperatures are actually below freezing. That's why we drove the Chevy Weather Authority Storm Tracker to Medfield. We are currently at 29 degrees. So yes, cold enough for things to stick here this morning, but winds aren't too much of an issue just yet. So wind speeds are coming in light. We're now currently around 5 to 10 miles an hour, but that wind is coming from the northerly direction. And we do expect those winds to pick up as the day goes on, along with some of this precipitation too. So we'll be here all morning long. We're going to keep an eye on the conditions, but I can tell you right now, the roads are slushy. So although some of the plows are out, they're out right now. There you go. Clearing some of the roads here. They are certainly still going to be needed this morning so everyone can stay safe. Back to you guys. Yeah, it's definitely wet out here too. I think we're kind of experiencing similar conditions. Maybe it's just not coming down quite as heavy. We do have a sleet now rain mix here, so barely seeing any snow, but we do have a good coating on the ground. I've been taking some measurements here to just see where we're at, and it looks like we're coming in with about 2 to 3 inches, but it's really like a slushy sleet snow mix. Definitely not pure snow this morning, and that's purely due to temperatures. So that's why we drove the Chevy Weather Authority Storm Tracker here to Medfield. Temperatures actually climbed a couple of degrees, so we're now currently at 30 degrees, still a few degrees shy of freezing. But those winds are picking up every so often. We're currently at a wind of 5 miles an hour. We've got that northerly wind now ranging between 5 and 10 miles an hour, and we do expect those winds to pick up as the morning continues. Jonathan Myers is in studio, and he's got all the latest information on this winter storm and exactly how much snow we're now expecting in your neighborhoods. Good morning from Medfield, where we're no longer tracking snow. We're instead tracking a sleet rain mix. I tried to make a snowball, and as you can see, it's pretty much pure ice, and that's exactly what we're seeing on the ground here this morning. A slushy sleet mix on the ground, and that's because of the temperatures. Temperatures are hovering right around freezing. We're currently at 30 degrees, but what we're noticing now, the winds are picking up, wind speeds ranging between 5 and 15 miles an hour, and that's making it feel so much colder. So that's where the wind chill comes into play. Currently feeling like it's in the teens to 20s. So if you are lucky enough to have the day off from work, from school, and you want to go out and maybe make some snowballs, have a snowball fight, play in the snow or the sleet slush mix here, you're going to want to layer up because it is certainly cold out here this morning. And we'll be out here all morning long. We're going to keep an eye on the conditions here. The streets are looking a little slushy. We've seen a couple of plows come on through, but if you do have to go out this morning, you do want to leave plenty of extra time because the cars are also covered around here in Medfield. Now, Jonathan Myers is in studio, and he's got the latest on the storm, and I think most importantly, when it's all going to get out of here. Jonathan?
Amy, you're looking a little wet out there.
Yeah, a little wet. You can see my hair is like soaked.
Coming down. All right.
Look at what's going on out there. Hey, Amy.
Hey guys, yeah, not waking up to the snow we expected this morning. Instead, we've got this sleet rain mix here in Medfield, and it's leading to some slushy conditions on the roads. We've seen a plow move through earlier this morning, but since then, really nothing. And as you can see, the result is a bit of a mess out here. Cars are coming in snow covered, so if you do have to go out this morning, my advice would be to leave some extra time to brush off your car, make sure it's all clear before you hit the road. And if we check out temperatures, you can see the reason why we've got that sleet rain mix. Temperatures are hovering near freezing, so milder air has nosed its way into our area. So we are currently at 30 degrees. But it's breezy out here. We've got winds between 5 and 15 miles an hour, and that's making it feel so much colder. So currently feeling like we're in the low 20s. And already this morning, we've been here since about 4 this morning. We've picked up 0.2 of an inch of rain, and I've been keeping an eye on the slushy mix we have on the ground, and we're coming in with between 2 and 3 inches there. But you can kind of see it's coming down here off the car this morning. It is that sleet rain mix, not seeing any snowflakes at this hour. Jonathan Myers and Venus Reed are now in the studio, and they've got an update on exactly what's happening on the radar.
Yeah, we're taking it off with continued team coverage here. Thanks.
That's Amy Aronson.
And she's got company now.
Yeah, I've got some company. I know right now I'm currently getting pelted by some sleet here. So is Ron. He's been all around the area this morning. Of course, working the streets here, plowing away. What's it like out there now?
It's real icy. I mean, it's been sleeting all night, so it's ice.
Yeah, keeping you
pushing.
busy.
Yeah.
So were you surprised when you came out this morning? Not what you originally expected?
No, I was hoping more snow, but it's been all sleet all night long.
All sleet, but enough to keep you busy this
Oh, yeah.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so have you seen other people trying to drive? Is it busy out there?
Nah, a little bit. Not
Little
a whole
bit.
lot.
Okay.
Stay at home, I think.
Yeah, and what would your advice be to anybody who maybe is still
Stay
home?
home.
Stay home. Okay, and you're gonna keep doing what
Yep.
you're doing best,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll let
Thanks,
you get
guys.
to work here. Thanks so much for chatting with us. Now let's take a look at the conditions here in Medfield. We are still near freezing, and we've got this slush now on the ground, and it's frozen. Frozen on the cars, frozen on the ground, frozen on the grass, and that's because we've got temperatures near 30 degrees. Winds are also picking up. We keep getting some gusts out here, but generally we are tracking that northerly wind, which makes sense with a nor'easter. We've currently got wind speeds ranging from 5 all the way up to 15 miles per hour, and that's making it feel so much colder than it actually is. Probably another reason you might want to just wait this out at home today. It is blustery out here. It is cold. We've already picked up 0.3 of an inch of liquid. I keep measuring, and we're coming in with 2 to 3 inches of snow. But Jonathan Myers, he's in the studio. He's got all the details on those numbers. Good morning. I drove the Chevy Weather Authority Storm Tracker to Medfield this morning, where they got the memo. Today is a snow day. I've been out here since 4 a.m., so about 5.5 hours now, and I think I've probably seen a total of 5 people. And most people come out, they start to clean off their cars, and then they go right back inside. So as you can see, no one out here with me this morning, and you can see the reason why. We've got these ice pellets that are flying past us, kind of slamming me in the face here. Not a comfortable situation, and the temperatures aren't comfortable either. So we are still hanging out right below freezing. We're at 30 degrees currently, and those winds are an issue. So winds are picking up between 5 and 15 miles an hour, and that's making it feel that much colder, making it feel like we're in the 20s. We've already picked up 0.3 of an inch of liquid, and most of that is a slush. We haven't seen much snow out here this morning. We've seen the sleet, the wintry mix, and that's what's leading to these slushy conditions on the roads, on the sidewalks, and on the grass too. I keep checking the grass. It seems like it's still between 2 and 3 inches here in Medfield. But we do have Jonathan Myers and Venus Reed in studio, and of course they've got to look at all the numbers around the Baltimore area and a look at when this mess is eventually going to end. You guys